Yo, it's your boy 3CP, the dude single-handedly ended the career of J-Meth Flow. Yes, I said it, and man, we got a good one today. But we don't got a good one because next, I gotta work on this. Sooner after I record this, you'll probably see me in the same thing because I'm gonna record something else. Because we gotta address Ciabatta Mitch and some other guy. Just the whole fact of it. Remember, everybody kept saying, "Oh, we don't know who you are. Nobody knows you, dude. You don't do this. You don't do this. You're cloud chasing." All this. Remember that? The J-Meth, all this stuff. All the guys who scared to play me, man, I told y'all that. And look where I'm at now. I'm monetized. People are seeing me. I have to get the views and the hours to watch to get the watch time right. So people, over 1,000 some people right now on my little channel know me. And like I said, I don't care if you got 1 million subscribers. I don't care if you got 2 million. I am the best in the world. That's what I said, right? But we will get into that in the next video. If you heard this comment, just put Ciabatta. One person put Ciabatta in the comment. I will expose everything I'm saying about. I'm gonna break down this guy. I'm not even gonna take up. I'm gonna break down everything about these Facebook gamers like Ciabatta, these Twitch guys, Mut guys like Maze, and everything, and how both of them are full of shit, buffering. But right now we're going into this. I'm gonna tell you why. We're gonna have a little conversation here, and I'm gonna tell you why you lose games in Ultimate Team that you win games in head-to-head seasons, but you go to a game in Mut Weekend League and it's like, wow, how did I lose that game? Or why? Everybody, because we all say it. Nobody's telling you this, right? But I'm gonna tell you what happened. So, let's say like right now, I won this game 27-24, pretty game, but I was able to score points and do what I gotta do, right? Everybody said this. Why is Weekend League so toxic? Like, why did they find the whole group of the most toxic players and put them in the league and say, here, y'all battle it out for the most wins? How did they find all these toxic players just in one mode? How did they do that? But how do if I go to a season in Mut, the same thing. I go to seasons and I play games. I win a whole 10 games. Like y'all see, I went on an undefeated season in Mut. Undefeated, straight 12, 13 games in a row and won a Super Bowl, right? How is that possible? The same guys you lose to in Weekend League or the same guys you're beating in seasons. So now they've turned the whole thing, right? So Reg used to be Reg's Mut. Before they make Weekend League, it was Reg's Mut. And Reg, you lose to some guys, but you pretty much beat most of those Mut guys who came over for Regs. You pretty much beat them, right? So what they did was, since they got Weekend League now, those Mut guys that you beat now are transitioning to head-to-head seasons in Mut. So they just put all the DDA crap straight into Mut. It's still a little bit in Regs, but we'll go through that on another video, I guess. It's still about the same person who's trash. They still get the DDA sometimes there too. But what I'm talking about is, this is what I'm talking about. So that's just like I said, I went through one whole Super Bowl. Go to Weekend League, you might play those same guys that you just played, and all of a sudden you can't do nothing. You guys dropping the ball. You're getting picked off. The dude sitting in stock cover, he's sitting in this 1 cover 3, and it's just working every time. Mostly everybody you playing Weekend League, right? They run one defense or one thing, and they just do it the whole game. But you don't know, like, why is it working like that? Why? Well, because Weekend League is a different mode than Regs. Than seasons. So let me tell you. Let me see if we go here. So I am in what am I at now? I'm in a season now. In week, I think I got 10 wins, right? So if I win out, I get 17. But I got 8 losses, right? I always go to get the 10 losses, no matter how good, no matter how bad or how good the guy is, no matter how good I play or how bad I play. Still going to get those 10 losses. every time it happens, because this is what happens. The game changed. Now, you're saying, do you have proof of this? Well, it's just look at my video, watch the gameplay. So what happens is the same people you playing in head-to-head seasons, you jump in the weekend league, it's a whole different game mode. So you'll jump in the seasons and you'll play this guy with, let's just say you get into the game with a guy who has 95 overalls for his top cards. Like, literally, that's a bad team right now, because anybody with like 95s and below, well, okay, that's an easy game. No, but this team plays like the second coming of Jesus Christ. And they're like, how the hell did he do that? Well, because they changed the difficulty. And this is what happened. This is everything we talk about. DDA. Your mama has talked about it. I talked about it second in the video that I had. Got a lot of views, but my channel got suspended, so all those videos disappeared. So if you don't know DDA, dynamic difficulty adjustment, what they do, they change the difficulty, make it easier for one guy, make it harder for the next guy. So since they know in weekend league, they can take these games, like, okay, these guys are gonna play games back to back. This guy might be won 12 games straight. We need to match him with a guy who hasn't won any games, so he can lose. And he gonna be like, oh wow, I need to spend more money. I lost to a guy with a terrible team. Maybe I need to go buy some more packs and upgrade this team, because I'm, guys with theme team like me, you run with a lot of outdated cards, so you don't get to get all the cards. So they do that. That's how they want you to build theme teams. You see how they want you to build a theme team? Because you're like, damn, okay, I got this old Deion Sanders card receiver I've been having for like 8 months or whatever. You're like, I need a new receiver. And you see how I gotta do some things to switch around so I can keep my Cowboys Kim. So see how I sold him, and then Devontae Adams all of a sudden gets any Kim and the free agent thing. So like, it all plays into that. When you're making these packs, you're doing these packs and stuff, playing these games, dudes be like, hey, I'm playing this guy, and you're like, wow, I should be beating this guy. But no, what you go is you're going into a game and you're probably on All Pro. Somebody's on All Pro, someone's on All Madden. That's why it feels easier for one guy and harder for the next guy. That's pretty much what DDA does. They change the difficulty and they change the outcomes. Like, even they'll make sure the outcome is what they want. So if this guy's supposed to win, he's gonna throw in a triple coverage straight to you, and 4 guys gonna be right there, and you're gonna see what you got gonna do. They're gonna probably do something stupid. Y'all know Deion's been doing this lately. The one hand doing this crap. Who the hell defends with the hands up like this? Who does? What real NFL defender does this? I'm just gonna put my hands up like this, or they give some stupid animation, but all of a sudden his acrobat or whatever activates every time, and he just jumping everything, and you're dropping everything because you're playing on a harder level. He's playing on the easier level, so it's easier. And yeah, I can run 4 verticals on you because the game's made it easy for me. So that's why you're losing these games. It's not about the skill factor and all this stuff and all these guys. Okay, Mut guy. We're getting into that Ciabatta and all that shit. I'm gonna put that in the next video. I'm gonna expose everything on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube. All these guys are garbage, and I'm gonna tell you that why. But this is why you're losing these games. So that's what it is. That's how everything works in this Ultimate Team thing. It's not about who's the best player. It's just about the game and what it wants it to happen. So you're like, hey, this is what it was always. Why do the guys who go 25-0 always go 25-0? Let's see. So what happens when you play the first weekend league? Your first game is always the easy game, right? First game is always the easy game. So what they do, you play the games out. Maybe you don't finish them. Like, I think I finished. I started the first weekend league. I probably won like 5 games and I stopped. And some guys play the whole thing and they go through. It's unlocked. Everything's unlocked. Everybody's team was unlocked that first weekend league. So now they got the files in their front. Like, okay, this guy won 25 games. This guy won 21. This guy won 20. This guy lost 10. Like, blah, blah. So they got everything that you did and set up, and they do that. So, and another thing, I know you get this. This you never get this message, but only how many show of hands, show of likes. If you still listen to this, how many times have you got that message? Not the message where how was the quality of the game. No, you lost to a guy you knew was absolute dog water, dog doo doo, and he beat you, and they gave you this message like, did you enjoy that last match? And they got yes, no, and I don't want to say something. That's DC. That's why. That is a DDA game. That is called a DDA game, where they knew that you was going to lose that game, and they knew you was going to be really frustrated with that game because of the way they managed the game and played it out. Y'all know y'all gotten that message. It only comes like, you might get it like once or twice in a month, or maybe because you'll play that one guy that just the absolute dog water, and he beats you, and you know you're not supposed to lose to him in mut or regs. It's happened in both. That's another thing. So why do people win 25 games? They got the 25 games. Bam, they're unlocked. Their team is unlocked for the rest of the weekend league. Rest of the year, no matter how many games they play, their team is unlocked. So they're playing on the difficulty where it's easy for them to keep winning, no matter what. So yeah, users can beat you and stuff, but it's still, that's why it's hard to beat those guys. But you have hell games with them. Then you got the guys who make one or lose. How many games you win? If I won 5, so they like, okay, he won 5. He didn't play all of them, but he might have lost. They're gonna put, okay, he didn't win, he didn't finish all of them, so we're gonna put bam, 15 games. He lost 15 games because he didn't play those 15 games, but he didn't finish them, so we're gonna say 15 games. So now his team is locked. So once you win 5 games, your team is locked. Bam, you locked down. Your team is locked, and your team's gonna play like dog water and dog shit every time. That's exposing weekend league. I'm telling you, that's exactly what happens. Don't try to say me I'm not wrong. Every week you can see me on there, and I do it to prove everybody that I'm going to lose 10 games. Right now I got to lose 2 more games. I'm going to lose those 2 more games. I might lose 12, but that's why weekend league it's just everybody's team is already locked. Once your team is unlocked, you can win. So once I lose 10 games, my team's gonna be locked. At some game, whatever game, I got like 7 games left, so they're gonna lock my team to lose these 2 games that I have to lose. I have to lose these 2 games, and then they'll unlock my team. So when to win like one, maybe like 1 game. If I finish the rest, I might have like 1 game that's a meaningless game or something that they'll unlock my team again. But that's what happens, man. Your team gets locked, and it's locked and unlocked, and they change the difficulty. You're not playing on the same level. That's why weekend league is so toxic, and that's why EA isn't telling y'all this, because EA just doesn't care. But that's what it is, man. If you like this information and you want some more of this type of stuff, drop a like, drop a sub, and you finna come back right after this, because I got something to say.